Hi, and welcome to another episode of Striker's Best Bets. Pierre, you look freezing where you are.
It's freezing. I'm in Montague, Avalon Springs. Beautiful place. If you can see in the background, the mountains. Um, Beautiful place. The springs are beautiful, but obviously this time of the year, expect it to be cold and rainy.
I wouldn't be telling our viewers where you are in case you trip crooked. They'll be coming to look for you at Avalon Springs.
Yeah, how did we go last week, Sivi?
Yeah, we went well. It was a funny day, so I think the right horses won in the end.
Yeah, obviously talking about the Durban July. One of my fancies, Jan van Goyen, he didn't produce the goods. He's obviously not at his best form, and I see he's been withdrawn from the July.
Yeah,
So
he's out.
yeah, I'm still sticking to my three fancies, which are Star Major as a 3-year-old and Wishlist, which Andrew Fortune now apparently did confirm he's riding. So those two are still in my play, and I still think they represent value. And then my third horse, Regulation, which is running on this meeting that we're covering. So let's see how he goes. But at this stage, I think all three are value bets.
Yeah, so look, at the end of the day, I mean, both Star Major and Wishlist, they both won well. Can't fault either one of them. I mean, for Wishlist, where Wishlist came from, I actually thought that Musi rode a cracker of a race. He came from, I'm talking about Wishlist, came from off them to come and fetch Musi. I thought it was a great run by Wishlist, considering pace was all wrong. I don't think everything went to plan in terms of how the race was run, but in terms of the way Wishlist came to fetch them, she's got to be a big runner in the July.
I'm 100% in agreement with you. I think a lot of people would have been disappointed she only won by a short head. But as you said, Musi rode a great race because probably jumped out knowing there's no pace, decided, okay, let me take a lead from the front, go my own pace, go a bit too slow for the other horses, picked it up at the right time and almost stole it. I think Wishlist's ability got her to get up in the end.
Absolutely.
The race, it was a canter and a sprint, and the fact that she won from there was a very good win. And then obviously Star Major having to come from stone last again. The draws obviously playing a big factor, where he can't be placed. Sometimes you need luck if you try
Absolutely.
a bad draw and you can get caught wide, and the race doesn't, like for instance, note to self. Andrew couldn't get in, and he ended up pushing the guys on the inside, and I don't know. I thought he could get into trouble for that drive, but he eventually found the gap. But you could see Note to Self takes too long to get going, and that's why I didn't really like Note to Self. But Star Major comes from stone last, runs him out of it, top win. If he gets a good draw in the July, huge runner.
Yeah, I agree with you. And off the back of that last run, he's now favourite for the Hollywood Bets Durban July.
Star
So let
Major.
me give you absolutely. Let me give you the betting updates. They're betting 7-2 Star Major now.
Okay, so
Being back,
obviously,
there has been a lot of pressure on Star Major. From our perspective, um, obviously we shortened it after the daily news. We shortened it, but there has been pressure for the horse. They're betting 11-2 Note to Self, who was the original favourite. They're betting 11-2 Wishlist. They're betting 7-1 Sierra Gain, who's running on Saturday. They're betting 8-1 18, who's running on Saturday. They're betting 8-1 Regulation. 9-1 Happy Verse, also ran a cracker. They're betting 16-1 The Real Prince. They're betting 20-1 Mocha Blend, who's running on Saturday. They're betting 25-1 Native Ruland King Peles and also Viva's Liberté, who I thought ran a great race, as well as Grand Empire and Isi Vivani. And then they are betting 33-1 and better the rest.
So most money came for Star Major.
Absolutely. Listen, we did correct the betting after the daily news, but there has been a lot of pressure on Star Major. So, in my opinion, if our viewers want to start taking doubles, like you keep on saying, start taking doubles, like Star Major, horses that are fancied or that they fancy into Star Major, I think Star Major's a big runner, Piere. Huge runner.
Yeah. But don't forget, I know Wishlist, the win it didn't look impressive. She only won by a short hair, but a lot went wrong against her. But don't forget, in Cape Town, when they met, Wishlist beat Star Major.
Absolutely.
And so Wishlist must be a huge runner. There's still value in Wishlist, in my opinion.
And also, I don't think Andrew gave her the most vigorous ride, but he looked after her for where she came from, and the race that Muzi ran, and the race that Muzi rode.
Yeah,
I think it was a great run.
Yeah, and Shane McGregor still sticking to the same teams for the World Cup, France, UK. It looks like he's leaning towards those two at this stage. But whatever his fancies are basically the same teams that are in the favourites for the World Cup. So pick a team.
If Shane can tip as he played soccer in the day, then he'd be a great tipster because he was a very, very good footballer in the day. Very, very good footballer. Piere, let's get on to racing on Saturday. We're previewing Greyville Saturday, a 10-race program. Again, I don't know what the operators are doing, but it is what it is. There's 5 races on poly, 5 races on turf. They know what they're doing. Let's get on to the first leg of the bar pot, which is at 14:15. It's on the poly. They are betting 15-10, number 2, Spirit of Shimla. 15-4, number 4, St. Bridget. 15-4, number 6, Paris Fun. 5-1, number 3, Beyond's Spirit. 13-2 to 9-1, Prom Queen.
So money came for Prom Queen?
No, that's drifting.
That's drifting.
From 13-2 to 9-1.
Okay. So this is a handicap. It's on the poly. 1600. Still believe that a good draw here is an advantage. Your favorite is number 2, Spirit of Shimla. 3-year-old, more scope for improvement. Hard to go against her. I would consider bankering the 2, Spirit of Shimla. But if you want to include one more, because it is a bar pot, you don't want to go out, only pay first 2 places, I would consider either the 3, 4, 5, or 6. One of those 4. Either bank of the 2 or one of those 4 horses.
So my take on the race is this horse, Beyond Spirit. I backed her last time. She's done absolutely nothing wrong on the poly. She's had 5 runs for a win and 4 places, 2 seconds, a third, and a fourth. She quickens up unbelievably well. In my opinion, the Appy left her with just too much to do last time. I backed her because I know how good she is. I wouldn't be leaving this out of my play whatsoever. Personally, I'm bankering this horse, Vian's Spirit. You can see Keegan's back on the horse, drawn well. He's ridden her 3 times. He's never been out of the money with her. He knows her well. I just know how good she is. If you were to load, there's only one other horse that I would put in besides Spirit of Shimla and Beyond Spirit. is this horse Paris Fun. If she takes to the poly, she's got to be a runner. She's won over the distance. But for me, I'm bankering Beyond Spirit in the bar pot.
All right, so I'm going to go with the 2 and the 3 then. I'm going to Spirit of Shimla and Beyond Spirit.
We move on to race 3, which is also on the poly over 1400. They are betting 16 at 10, number 1, Father Christmas. 28 to 10, number 3, Pretty United. That's been back here from 33 to 10 to 28 to 10. They're betting 28 to 10, Trippy Silk. They're betting 11 and 2 from 6 to 1, number 7, Strutting. 13 to 2, number 4, Run Forest Run. And 13 to 1 and better the rest.
Okay, so I found obviously the favorite, number 1, Father Christmas, drawn 1. 1400 on the bend, got to be included. You know, I'm worried about the 3 money's come for the 3 Pretty United, because it has breaks between its runs. So, and I see a short ride for slow, awkward. So I don't know if there are issues there. I'm rather going to go the safe route, and I'm going to include the 4 Run for Run, and I'm going to include the 5 Rooster Bradshaw. Other to consider would be number 6 Trippy Silk, and the 7 Strutting, even though it's just one of its maidens. But I'm gonna include the 1, the 5, 1, the 4, and the 5.
Yeah, I like this horse Father Christmas too much. Craig Zaki's 2 from 200. If he takes to the poly, I think he's a massive runner. He's done nothing wrong since moving from Cape Town to Joburg. He has never been out of the money. He's won over the distance. He's drawn 1 on the poly, which, as we know, is very advantageous. For me, it's Father Christmas or load. I agree with you. This horse, Run Forest Run. My only worry is second run after a long break. There also been gaps in between his runs. There could be problems. October, then November, then a huge break to April. Got to be a runner. But for me, if Father Christmas takes to the poly, I think you'll win. So in my personal buy pot, I'm going Banker Beyond Spirit in the first leg, Banker Father Christmas in the second leg. Let's move on to race 4, Piere. Gets a little bit more trickier. Also on the poly, they are betting 22 to 10, number 1 Royal Sword. From 4 to 1 to 15 of 4, number 8 Hats Mambo. From 5 to 1 to 9 to 2, Klein Karoo. 7 to 1, number 2, Weekend Warrior. From 9 to 1 to 8 to 1, Numzan. 17 to 2, number 4, Spana Rafid. And 10 to 1 and better the rest.
Yo, this must be a tough race because I found some other horses as well. I found the 1 Royal Sword, 3-year-old, drawn 1, lots in his favor. So I would definitely consider including him in the buy pot and the place accumulator. And I actually found the 4 Spana Rafi, also 3-year-old, can improve a lot. And I found the 5 Mr. Nibbles. I just think that from bad draws before, now a better draw, dropping in the race figure. I know it's second run from a layoff, but he got beaten by JP Palace 3 starts ago. JP Palace has been doing quite well lately in strong company. So I'm going to include the same numbers as the previous race, 1, 4, and 5.
I'll make this impossible race. We have a run in the race with our good friends Sandy and Eugene Arundel. Number 7, Numzan, I can tell you he's doing very well at home. We worried a little bit about the draw because he likes to go forward. We elected to put Rachel Venica on. She's claiming the 1.5. She's more than capable. The only negative is that she's drawn 7 and she may just need the run. So my advice to our viewers is include her. She's done nothing wrong. She loves the poly. She's done nothing wrong on the poly. For me, she's a big runner. And I don't think she's going to start at that price come race day.
You're right. You could load here because it's Mambo. Money's come for it. Lightly race, only 4 runs, 3-year-old can improve a lot. And then number 9, Klein Karoo, coming from Cape Town. We know the Cape Town form is solid, it's very strong. Won 2 in a row, and then last time I got beaten 8 lengths. You can forgive a horse for 1 bad run. It had a bad draw last time. Coming all the way to Durban. This is a tough little race.
Absolutely. For me, I would be loading in this race. Okay, we now move on to the features of the day. Race 5, which is a listed event. Now we're on the turf. They are betting, this is over 1,400 meters. They're betting 7-2, number 6, the Gooden or the Golden. They're betting 7-2, number 8, Royal Tiara. 9-2, number 4, LSP Chocolates. From 11-2 to 5-1, number 1, Ferrari Flair. From 6.5 to 1 to 11-2, number 7, Perfect Sky. 7-1, number 3, Cavity. 8-1, number 5, Mosaic World, and 13-1, and better the rest.
Okay, so what price is number 3, Cavadi?
Number 3 is 7-1, drifted from 11-2 to 7-1.
I think that's got to be value, because if you think number 1, Ferrari Flair, is a runner, I know it got beaten 6 lengths by Get Up, but Ferrari Flair is a maiden, and Get Up, that was a feature race. In fact, Ferrari Flair's previous run was also in a feature race, and only got beaten by 0.3 of a length. So if Ferrari Flair is a runner, why can't the 3 Cavadi be a runner? It ran in the same race last time behind Get Up, finished a quarter of a length in front of the 1 Ferrari Flair. It lost 3 lengths at the start. I know Ferrari Flair also lost ground, lost 2 lengths, but Cavadi lost 3 lengths at the start, and it was drawn 16 out of 16, so it might have run all by itself initially in the early stages. I watched the race, and then she shot across right down to the inside. She was not sighted and finished off quite strong. I think number 3 can be a runner here. I'm going to include the 1 Ferrari Flair. I'm going to follow up with the 3 Cavadi. And now I've got to find the third horse. Either the 6, the Golden, which is the favorite, or the 8, Royal Tiara. Maybe you can help me a bit out here, but I'm going to put 3 horses in here. The 1, the 3, and another horse.
Yeah, these are 2-year-olds. They're betting 7-2 the field. As we all know, the 2-year-olds can turn around form. They improve at different rates. I like a funny horse here. I like a horse called LSP Chocolates. He's got the draw. He's got Keegan DeMello. With respect to Gachedi, who I really like as a rider. Keegan DeMello now jumps on this horse. He's done nothing wrong. Flower Island ran second. I think he ran second on that Scottsville sprint day. He ran 4.5 lengths to Flower Island, or she ran 4.5 lengths to Flower Island. Flower Island came out and ran second in a Group 1. Very, very hard race. Personally, I don't like Ferrari Flair.
Cavadi finished in front of Alice Bitokla, so about 2.5 lengths. So let's value number 3 here, Cavadi.
Agreed. But I just think that Sean Terry, we know how Sean Terry does on the bigger days. Hard race. I like LSB Chocolates, and maybe put in another horse like this horse the Hulden. Also done absolutely nothing wrong. Must be a big runner. Very hard race, Pierre.
The whole card's difficult. I don't know where we're going to go light.
We can't go light. There's no way that we can go light in this card, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Let's move on to race 6, which is, just get to the betting. Apologies, guys. Also 1,400 meters. It's the Ridgemont Gatecrasher Stakes. Also listed over 1,400. They're betting 4-1 the field. They're betting 4-1 number 9 World Series. 5-1 number 4 Gazagnoni. From 6-1 and 5-1 number 7 Green Energy. 6-1 number 6. I don't know how you say this, Bashata. 15-2 number 1, Does Your Mother Know? 15-2 number 5, Steamy Windows. From 6-1 and 8-1, Eric Dubois. 8-1 number 10, Fire Chief, and then you can write your ticket about the rest.
Well, number 8 must be value. It finished. Excuse me. It finished just behind the favorite World Series, and it was number 8 Eric Dubois' only second run. I know World Series had a bad draw that day, so but they're quite close together. I'm going to put it 8-9.
Yeah, I like Eric Dubois a lot, hell of a lot. This was Gazagnoni when it won at Scottsville that day. It was like you dropped him in the race at the 200-meter mark. And the funny part about it, there's been a lot of money for Gazagnoni, from 10-1 to 5-1. He ran a cracker over the 1,400. Also, in his next start, he ran 2.5 lengths to Vibe Check. And the interesting part about this is that Craig Zaki has jumped if he was offered the ride, but he's jumped from number 1, Does Your Mother Know, who he's done absolutely nothing wrong on, to this horse Gazagnoni. I really like the look of this horse Gazagnoni, but then again, they're betting 4-1 the field. If betting's anything to go by, it's a very open race. There's a lot of horses here with chances. I mean, this horse Green Energy's done absolutely nothing wrong. That 3 starts, 2 wins, got beat under half a length in its first start. It's got to be a big runner, huge runner. So for me, it's an open race. I would follow Piere, the 8 and the 9. But if there's anything else you like to add it, I'm adding Gazagnoni in, and I'm adding Green Energy into my bar pots. Is there anything else you want to add, Piere?
I thought maybe the 5. Many of the horses that have run in this race, or that are running in this race, have run in the past behind the 5. The 5 is Steamy Windows. So won a second start, can improve a lot. Drawn 5. It could be a bit of a dark horse.
Yeah, it could be. I'm just worried. Also, it's coming off a break. I mean, it had its first start in December, then a long break of 3 months. Had another run, and now another break of 3 months. So I'm a bit worried about that. But again, these are 2-year-olds. They improve at different rates.
I think the 89 will get you through. They both ran in the feature race last time. So
Absolutely.
most of these won their maidens. These two ran in the feature races, the 8 and the 9.
100%. I agree with you. All right, let's move on to the big one, which is the Hollywood Bets Gold Challenge. This is another pointer to the Vodacom Durban July. Very open race. They're betting 15 or 4, number 7. See it again. 4 to 1, number 9. 8 on 18. From 5 to 1 to 9 to 2, number 1, questioning. 9 to 2, number 5, the real prince. 17 to 2, number 2, legal counsel. Huge price about this horse, who was Joburg Horse of the Year. Tin Pan Ellie from 9 to 1 to 10 to 1. Gladiatorian shortened from 12 to 1 to 10.5 to 1. And 14 to 1 and better the rest.
If you study the form in this race, the form's very close. Even the merit rating is like there's 1 and 2 points between a whole lot of them. So sometimes you in a race like this, you can't go for the best horse. You got to go for the horse that's best suited to the distance and maybe the draw. And that's why I'm including the number 1, questioning, drawn 1, top form. Should love this course. My next other horse I'm including is number 2, legal counsel, finished just behind questioning last time out. And then my other horse I'm including is the 5, the real prince. Also, I was going to include Tin Pan Alley, because if you like See It Again, he finished in front of See It Again. Tin Pan Alley beat See It Again with ease, but it was See It Again's run at Turfendine first time, but it was a mile, and the way he beat See It Again, if he was drawn well, I would have said, okay, he's my first pick. But drawn 11, wow, you need a lot of luck, not easy. I'm not including See It Again because I don't feel he's a true miler. He needs further, because if he doesn't get a decent position, he won't quicken up enough to get there. 18 also drawn bad. Gladiatorian not drawn great either. And that's why I've cut it down to those horses, the 1, the 2, and the 5.
Pierre, you and I were on course when legal counsel ran. And we both looked at each other and we said, this horse came from exactly stone last. Came running on down the outside, ran a cracker. He ran 2 lengths off questioning on that day. He was finishing way faster. He's won from 1 course and distance. He loves the distance. For me, questioning is a little bit of a question mark regarding the mile. For me, I'd rather be taking 7.5 to 1 than 5 to 1. Questioning, I'd rather be taking 7.5 to 1 legal counsel. And I make Tin Pan Alley a huge runner, especially, it ran a length behind Star Major last time. So he's got to be a big runner.
Yeah. You're right about questioning. That can be a little bit of a question for over the distance. What I found strange is that questioning last time, he seemed like he was traveling a little bit. I know he won the race, but he was traveling quite hard at one stage in the race. And if you go back and many runs back, over-raced as well. I'm quite surprised that the blinkers stays on. I know he's done nothing wrong. He's won 3 in a row. How do you take the blinkers off? But you're going to the 1600 now. He's travelled well before. You almost feel like he might be more relaxed without the blinkers. And who knows? Sometimes you take blinkers off again and the horse still produces the good. But anyway, I can't interfere with what the trainers
Absolutely.
What the jockeys are telling them. So I just what I observed.
Yeah, I like legal counsel. My 2 horses in the race. I hear you, Tin Pan Alley, drawn 11. It is a big ask. But my 2 horses in the race are legal counsel and Tin Pan Alley. Let's move on to race 8, which is also on the turf. They are betting 22 to 10, number 7, Quick Step Gal. 4 to 1 to 9 to 2, number 8, Mocha Blend. 92 to 5 to 1, Mon Petit Cherie. 11 to 2 to 6 to 1, Symphony in White. 8 to 1 to 9.5 to 1, My Fancy in the Race, Rachel War. 10 to 1 to 12 to 1, Care Forgot. And 14 to 1 and better the rest.
Okay, so this is a stakes race. It's not a handicap. So the best weighted horse in this race is Mon Petit Cherie. And in fact, she's actually quite well in the weights. But drawn 13, I suppose you've got to run horse at some stage. You've got to get the horse to get racing for the other features coming in the season. But drawn 13, wow, how do you actually fancy a horse from that draw at Greyville? It's so I'm gonna go against her just because of the draw for no other reason. So the horse that I found was funny enough, I think value as well. Number 5, Symphony in White, nice draw, good form. One of the better race weighted horses in the race, apart from Mon Petit Cherie.
And there's been money for her, Pierre, from
Okay.
10 to 1 to 11 to 2.
Right, so I'm putting the 5, Symphony in White. I'm including 7, Quick Step Gal. And then I'm also going to include the 8, Mocha Blend. That was a cracking run last time. I know she's also drawn a little bit bad, but last time she lost 4 lengths at the start. She had no chance entering the straight, and she only got beaten 2 lengths behind Okavango. The time before, she won the Summer Cup. So this filly's definitely on the up. Unfortunately, drawn 8 is not wonderful, but maybe with a bit of luck, she can get away with it.
Yeah, and we mustn't forget she won the Summer Cup, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And then the 7, Quick Step Girl. I mean, finished second to Wish List. Wish List is the second favorite for the Durban July. How can a person not fancy her in this field? But it's a competitive race, even though it's not a handicap.
Yeah, you know, this horse, Quick Step Gal, I just know how good she is. She really is a proper racehorse. She has done nothing wrong over the course. She's had 5 cracks at the course, 2 wins, 2 seconds, a third. She loves course and distance. She loves the distance. She's got Keegan the Miller again, who now knows her pretty well. She's got to be a huge runner, and I do know that she's a very, very, very good filly. For me, I like Quick Step Gal. I like this horse, Rachel Wall, a little bit. Symphony and White, as you said, it's got to be a big runner. Mocha Blend is the winner of the Summer Cup. Hard race. It's pretty open. But for me, it's Rachel Wall and Quick Step Gal. Let's move on to race 9, Pierre, which is also on the turf. They are betting 2 to 1, number 10, Regulation. 9 to 2 from 5 to 1, number 2, Zeitz. 9 to 2 to 5 to 1, number 11, La Pulga. 6 to 1 to 13 to 2, number 1, I Salute You. 8 to 1, number 6, Field Marshal. From 10 to 1 to 8 to 1, number 9, Holding Thumbs. 10 to 1, number 5, Imalenzi Yoket, Yoket the Guma, whatever you want to say, or however you want to pronounce it, and they're betting 7 to 1 bar.
Yeah, okay. Another tough race. But yeah, we've got one of my fancies for the Durban July regulation. Unfortunately, he's drawn bad. but last time he was caught wide, and I saw halfway around the bend. I thought, oh, I fancied him last time out, and I thought, he's going to run nowhere. And when I saw again, because I obviously kept my eye on him watching the race, he was in the race down the straight. He was still there, and actually got up for second. So the why I like him, and I still think he's a runner for the Durban July, is because he's going to come in a low weight. But as far as I understand, he might not be in the Durban July at this stage yet, because he's only got a merit rate of 106. So he's got to win this race, and I think he's got to win it well. He's I think he's way below the top 20 log. But I'm gonna say he's my first choice. The big danger's got to be number 1. I Salute You. He's beaten regulation before. I Salute You is drawn 1. He's worse off at the weight, but he's drawn 1. This course, you got draw 1, so much in your favor. And then the other was obviously is Field Marshal. Field Marshal beat him before, and that's a 1. So I like the 1. I Salute You, the 6 Field Marshal, and the 10 Regulation.
Yeah, this horse Holding Thumbs is a proper racehorse. He's also done nothing wrong. Also coming off a break. Or second run.
I think the 1800 is probably still on the short side for him. I think he's ready for the 2-2 on July Day, and then probably the Gold Cup.
But these are the horses. Okay, these are the horses. Holding Thumbs, Regulation. Okay, have got to be right up there to get into the July. I make it open. I know that Regulation needs to win this and win it well to get into the July. I like I Salute You. This horse Zaitz has done absolutely nothing wrong. Also second run after rest. Open race, Field Marshal, we all know, is a very, very good horse. Craig Zaki could have ridden Field Marshal. He went to I Salute You. He knows both horses. So hard race. I don't think it's cut and dried for Regulation, but he's going to have to win it well to get into the July.
Yeah.
I think that takes care of it, Pierre. I know that that you look freezing where you are, and I can see that you're sitting outside. That's why I'm rushing a little bit, because I don't want you to get sick. Enjoy the rest of your break. Happy birthday for, is it Monday?
Sunday.
Sunday.
The big 6-0.
Happy birthday.
Drinking a lot of water, facials, the whole lot. Can't hold age back. It just
absolutely. And I was going to say, I was actually going to say that you actually don't need facials because you're that good looking. But I mean, we'd leave that for another day.
Yeah.
Have a great birthday. Have a great break, and we'll speak to you next week.
Great. Thank you so much, and happy punting.
Absolutely. Happy punting.